Is I, John O'Regan, the young coma voice for the coma man, where I have emerged once again from my Obama-made bubble to say more than a few words about this heinous incident with Kathy Griffin beheading a likeness of our president, Donald J. Trump. Yes, it's true. Now, this happened yesterday, but already the internet is abuzz of it, and I have my input on it. And of course, we just found out today that CNN has cut ties with this loser. Did I say loser? Well, I guess I did, didn't I? So that would mean that she's a loser in the same vein as, well, that would be the ISIS brothers. Well, I guess it takes one loser to know one, doesn't it? But since he's a loser, and I can't help but think of all the other decapitations that the real losers in this world have forced us to view, that, well, that would be the ISIS brothers again. Cutting off the heads of Christians, a lot of Christians by the seashore, so we could all enjoy it and see it. So I guess you got Kathy Griffin doing her beheading and the ISIS people doing real beheadings. Like I said, it takes a loser to know a loser. But I tell you what, I see things a bit differently, and nobody's going to say this, and certainly not CNN or anybody else. But I'll say it because I know it's damn true. She is not only a loser, but she is a very stupid loser. That's right, a very stupid loser. She doesn't understand how things work in this country. She has put so much red dye in her hair that it has affected her brain, and the fact that she kind of looks like my ex-wife kind of makes it even more sensible, if you will. Now, let's be honest about this. I mean, to be honest, she is stupid. And she's stupid because she did exactly what it is that she did. Now, surely she realizes that Trump won the election by a massive amount of votes. If you take California and New York State out of the equation, he wins by millions upon millions of votes. Most people in this country like Donald Trump and really don't have any use for her, Wanda Sykes, Bill Maher, and all them other losers, if you will. And so she goes and does something like this, and the people in this country now can't stand her, which will eventually equate to her losing a lot of money, which is exactly what should happen. And not to mention the fact that all she's done is irritate people like me and millions of other people like me. That is stupid. If you would have done none of this would have ever happened. You wouldn't have had to come in and roll your eyes and give us that fake apology. So you are a mushroom head. That's right. This Kathy Griffin is a mushroom head, probably because she's eaten too many of the drug-induced mushrooms. Of course, in California out there, nothing surprises me. But there you go. She is a mushroom head, a very stupid one. All she's done is aggravate millions and millions of people who actually like Trump, all to placate a bunch of her fellow worthless Hollywood comedians to make herself look good. But since we're on that subject there, mushroom head Griffin, let me explain something to you. You remember that fiasco that you people in Hollywood had, known as the Academy Awards, and you couldn't even figure out which film was the best film because you had it all fucked up? Because you, like most of these Hollywood elitists, are nothing but a bunch of mushroom heads. But you, mushroom heads, did something else that enraged the American people, and you don't even know it, and your worthless MC was the guy that precipitated this. So you get all your Hollywood elitists up on stage. You got all your Hollywood elitists down in the first row. So what do? You open up the doors to the theater this is in and let a bunch of real Americans come in and meet the Hollywood stars. But the way you did it made it look like a damn fucking circus. And those were a bunch of circus animals that were coming in performing for the Hollywood elitists. You all had them come in single file, and they walked up in front of the first row so they could meet their Hollywood stars. but it was pretty damn shameful, and it did look exactly like a bunch of damn circus elephants woo, woo, being paraded in front of their captors and their admiring throngs. Yeah, like a bunch of damn circus animals. So you people are out of touch. But like I said, you have enraged a lot of American people against you and your Hollywood elitists. So you do something stupid because you're a ISIS-like loser, and all your other loser Hollywood buddies like Hillary Clinton and Obama and stuff like that just make them look that much worse because we know what you're doing with the Trump investigation about Russia, his son-in-law, all that shit. This is nothing but exactly what Rush Limbaugh calls it, a political assassination. And you may have had the ball in your court or the non-existent Russian collusion thing, but you have brainwashed the American people into almost believing this nonsense. Of course, nobody with any sense would believe it. But then you go and do something like this, and it just makes you people look that much more stupid. But you look that much more stupid because you are that stupid. Because it never even occurred to you not to do this because it was going to enrage people, which means that you didn't give it any thought. And if you did give it any thought, you just didn't give a damn. And so all you've done is aggravated people like me. But since this helps my side, of course it's wrong. Don't get me wrong. What you did was horrible. Very ISIS-like, to reiterate. But with that being said, you want to do stupid stuff like this, and you're going to do nothing but aggravate the people. Well, go ahead and do it. Because the way I see it, we're about 2 years away from the midterm elections, and you got to but my flag. But I will continue even without my flag. But we're about 2 years away from the midterm elections, and if you want to do stupid stuff like this and allow Republican candidates to use it, well, go ahead and do it. Because you just make yourselves look that much more stupid, and it does nothing but help our cause. You loser, you. Until next time, this is a flagless Ronald Reagan saying this to you now. This is the last time I ever buy any string made in China. Until next time, I say this to you now. Over and out.